In a previous video, I actually showed you my sniper entries, and I saw most of the comments were actually like, I don't know, thankful, and at some point were actually some sort of general, and I decided to actually do a giveaway in regards to the comments. But in this specific video, I want to give you a follow-up on the exact same trades that I showed you in that specific video, and pretty much explain you exactly why you might be losing money with Forex trading. And of course, I'm gonna try to teach you exactly how you can master those sniper entries that I'm talking about. Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube, and welcome to a brand new video for the channel. Today, I'm going to give a follow-up on those sniper entries that I showed you last week, but more importantly, I'm going to give you some extra tips as to how you can keep on mastering this specific type of trading so that you can start passing funded accounts, or you can start growing your Forex account with a very little risk, or at least less risk than you might be taking right now. But hey, if you're new to my channel and you're into Forex trading, crypto trading, or any type of making money online, then this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and activate the notifications bell icon so that you get a notification of every new video that I upload. With that being said, let's jump into the video. All right, so if you recall, I posted a video that actually showed you exactly some entry points in regards to this strategy or this sniper type of trading that I'm trying to teach you so you can start mastering. If you notice, against the AUD, what was the other one? AUD USD. Take a look at one thing. You can see that in the trading zone, this trade got activated on the first point of the trading zone. Now, these positions actually obviously moved around during that time. I wasn't doing a replay on the video, or I wasn't doing, because I've seen some other YouTube videos from people teaching strategies, but they actually use the replay button in order to find the best entry points, and then they show you only winning trades. But even though I've used it in the past, I wanted to actually show you some live positions. So on the previous video, we analyzed GBP and ZD, we analyzed AUD USD, and we analyzed AUD CAD. Okay, what I taught you during that video was actually not only the entry point, but explaining you why I actually thought they were all sniper entries. And I even showed you exactly why I did wrong in some of my positions as well. For instance, this one right here, this was my entry. All right, it wasn't a won position. It was this one right here. But I wanted to actually go through this trade right now so that you understand, of course, some of the mistakes, and we're actually gonna talk about it at the end of the video, showing you my mistakes. Now, why were these sniper trades, or trades that were sniper? One thing that I want you to realize, and in order to do that, let me just go ahead and show you the other positions that I talked about. This was one, and you might recall that I even told you, hey, maybe you can draw or drag your take profit all the way to this level. But I ended up closing this position at this point simply because I really saw that there might be a retraction. Even though, as you can see, it was touched in this level. Once, I wasn't really sure that the price was gonna drop and touch that specific winning level. So what I did is that I actually left it at this point, and I understood that maybe because it started jumping one more time, maybe that was like the best time to close. But then it actually went back up and started dropping one more time, and now look at what the price is. Obviously, if we were wizards or something like that, we would have a trade for 917 in risk reward, but we're not. All right, so we're just gonna trade with what we have in front of us, and we need to understand that not all of our trades are gonna be 10-1 in risk reward ratio, right? So here's the first position. You remember that I actually literally show you in this candlestick that I was about to touch the take profit, and then I told you that we were gonna follow up. Well, there you go. The take profit was actually hit in March the 2nd. I made the video on March the 1st. So one day later, the take profit was actually hit. Now, this is one of the entries. The other one was AUDCAD, and here it is. And this one was actually closed at 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, but then this is another entry, completely different. Well, not completely different, the same setup, but a different entry. But this is the one that we need to focus on. Take a look at it. We went to 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio straight from touching the point of the entry. Some of the trades you're gonna realize is that once you enter the trade, sometimes the price continues to move in the stop loss area or the trading zone, and it never goes straight to the take profit. That's not a sniper entry, all right? That you might win it, but it's not a sniper. The sniper is supposed to just touch the level and then start to go straight to the direction that you guessed or that you predicted, okay? So that's the reason why we are talking about sniper entries. Now, one of the things that you need to realize, and if we actually go into look at this one, let's go ahead and take a look at the winnings first. Why is it that I have this as my sniper entry? Again, I explained this in the past. Let me just go ahead and get my pen. On the previous video, I explained you why is it that I chose this trading zone. First of all, I realized that there was a support level in this section right here. This was a support level that was respected. And if we take this as support level, because it was the actual support level, because the next candle was actually a green one, it retracted. Once it got broken, I knew there was a resistance level there. What happens is that if I'm not looking for a sniper entry, I could have said, hey, you know what? This is a support level, so I'm just gonna enter right here. And without a trading zone, just an entry point. If we do that, take a look at this. A couple of, or maybe 1 pip away from the entry, and we couldn't enter the position. Or you can even say, hey, you know what? The support level is right here. And the price will never touch. Now, if you choose the little wick as the entry point, yes, you're gonna know exactly, you have a sniper entry. But why is it that I have a trading zone? So that I understand what is my stop loss. It's not just randomly drawing some rectangles. No, it's because I want to know what's my stop loss level. And look, I've been looking some videos, and I even did it myself in the past, that you guys added, or I told you guys to add an ATR indicator for 14, and then just choose whatever ATR I have for the last 14 candles and choose that as my stop loss, or even double that to my stop loss. If that would have been the case, let's go ahead and take a look. It's average to range. That's what it's called. There you go. Is the ATR level and the level of 14. Let's take a look at it. Right now, obviously, it's different, but take a look at the ATR right now. This is the ATR. Let me just go ahead and mark it. This is the ATR. So if I actually go into that candlestick where I entered, my ATR says 29 pips. The last doesn't count. That's a micro pip. But the 29 pips, in my previous experience, I would have told you, hey, go ahead and double it, and that's going to be your stop loss. So that means that we would have to choose 60 pips in stop loss. This would have been my trade. 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, which it's fine, but it's not a sniper entry. So in order for us to understand a sniper entry, we do need to actually have a trading zone. How did I choose the trading zone? If I'm going too much into it and you guys are like, hey, but you already said that. If you already mastered it, then you probably won't come back and watch my videos. But if you haven't mastered it, you have to pay attention to everything that I said in this video if you want to end up making money. So if you notice, I chose the resistance line, but I also chose what was the lowest point before that low point. So I realized that, okay, the price of the asset, yes, it will touch this level because that's my resistance line. But where or how far can it go? I could say, hey, you know what? The price will actually go above this green candlestick. Yes, that would have been a good guess. But since I'm actually looking at sniper, I'm like, okay. And this is the most important thing that you need to keep in your mind. And I mean, keep on saying this to you. You're not supposed to guess where the market is going. You're not supposed to guess what's going to happen with the dollar and the euro. You're supposed to try to figure out where a bunch of institutions and bunch of traders are placing their pending orders. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter about where, I don't trade the news. So the news move the market in different ways. But when the market is without the news, then institutions and retail traders are the ones like dominating the market. So what you do is that you try to figure out where are the pending orders. So I thought, okay, the pending orders can even be in this point, or it could be in this point. So once bunch of pending orders are being placed, there's gonna be a retraction, really, really strong. It is exactly what happened here. That was the pending order section. Even if you notice, there's even a crazy, let me just go ahead and move this. This is as sniper as it is. All the pending orders were placed literally at the level where this candle actually finished. So that's the most important thing. That's what you need to take in consideration. Obviously, it's impossible for us to know exactly when, where the pending orders are being placed, but you have an idea, and that's what you focus on. When you master the strategy, you identify points where, hey, you know what? This looks like a point where a bunch of institutions and retail traders are gonna place their pending orders. So that's where I'm going. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm sorry I extended too much into this specific position, but you can either have some double confirmations as to, hey, why would people look at the 4-hour candle? It looks like one support line, right? You're like, oh, okay, so that's actually nice. Oh, it's this level, I'm sorry. So now, why? Here it didn't touch, right? And you don't see any other support, but if you actually go into lower time frames, you're gonna realize that it was respected once, it was respected twice, and then it dropped. So this in 1-hour candle is a strong support line that was actually broken. Okay, you can have several confirmations of it. Take a look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 times it was respected in 15 minutes. So then when you go to 4 hours, probably is not gonna make that much sense, but you have several confirmations that that was a good moment to actually enter. You just need to know exactly where to enter, where to stop loss, and where to put your take profit. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, last video, I actually wanted to do a giveaway of $500 to people in the comment section. I was really disappointed, to be honest, because I actually told you guys, hey, leave in the comment section below what is your favorite part in regards to this video, and from the people who answered that or comment that, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick 5 people and give them $100 each. The problem was that a lot of people commented, and I appreciate the comments, but a lot of people commented like, hey, the whole video is great. Hey, I love the video. That was not what I'm looking for. My point with actually having that giveaway is so that you show me that you understand the strategy, or you are understanding what I'm saying during the video. So a nice comment or a winner comment would have been like, hey, I really like the fact that you actually chose the trading zone between a lower support line, but still you were in the same support line using a wick on the previous candle. That would have been a great comment. So in order to make it more interesting for this giveaway, still, I'm gonna give the same 500 because last time I didn't find any winner, but this time I'm actually gonna give you a test. And you are gonna have to tell me the answer. And you can put all the answers you want to. And this, I think Thursday, I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway for this specific giveaway. Take a look at my entry points right here. We can go to 1 hour. This is where I actually drew my entry point. And you see that it went completely wrong, okay? This is what sniper entries are. You either win it really good or you lose it like really, really fast. So I lost this position right here, but I chose this consolidation section, then a manipulation, and then a distribution, but then it didn't actually respect that specific support level. And I want you to actually go choose all the time frames you want to and tell me, where did I go wrong? What is it that I do wrong? Well, in the end, there are 3 things that I did wrong during this trade that I realized after I lost it. But leave in the comment section below, what do you think I did wrong in Euro USD? It was on the date, it's actually March the 7th around 8 a.m. You can see it on my screen. So let me know in the comments what do you think I did wrong in this trade and why did I lose it? And from the people who actually answers that right, or at least somewhere similar to the right answer, I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway of $500. 5 people will actually receive $100 from me. So hopefully you can participate and win. Now, what are one of the most common mistakes with this specific strategy? And in order to do that, I'm gonna choose the loss position that I had with GBP and ZD. One of the most common mistakes, or the most common one, would be to choose the wrong entry price. Look, the first thing that you need to identify is the entry price. Second is the stop loss. And third is gonna be your take profit, okay? You need to know that before you place the trade. The 3 things. You're not supposed to just, oh, okay, looks like a resistance, so I'm gonna just enter a sell and then I'll figure out the stop loss. No, that's not the way you're supposed to enter. So, what is it that I did wrong with this specific trade? I was looking at the 4-hour candle, and in order to do that, let me just go ahead and do the replay so that I show you exactly what I was looking at during that time. So, I actually looked at this and I was like, okay, cool. I see a bunch of wicks right here, so it's like a strong resistance. In addition, I do see that if I actually draw this level right here, this trading zone, I'm actually taking even this small resistance and like, okay, I'm good. It looks good. So then, let me just go ahead and let it run. There you go. So then the price wouldn't actually go ahead and touch the level, right? And I was like, okay, this is a good entry point. Then boom, it automatically took me out. What is it that I did wrong in this specific trade? It's very simple. You see, I even drew this new support line in this section. I'm just gonna delete it so you don't actually get confused. If you actually go into a higher time frame, you're gonna realize that everything is messed up. So it's kind of hard to understand, okay, where is it that I did wrong? I didn't even see a support resistance level here. Everything looks crazy. But if you actually go into a lower time frame, there's something that you're always going to find. In the trading zone, yes, there was a good support level here. But guess what? There was a stronger support level right here. And this wick that you see right here was way stronger than the one that I had. This one right here, okay? Why? First of all, because if I actually go back, it was respected as a resistance for an entry point. Okay, so it was respected right here, and boom, it took all the price down. So a bunch of people made money in that sell order. I didn't realize that. So I just went and looked at the fastest picture that I had. In the end, if you go into the 4-hour chart, this is what you're gonna realize. The exact same trading zone is right here in this wick. So you see a bunch of orders were placed at this level. So that was a strong support resistance line. Then once it got broken, no pending orders here. Once it got broken, this was my entry point right here. And then my stop loss would have been around here. And I would have put my take profit like around this level, but probably exit before if needed. So take a look at this sniper entry. I enter at the wrong place. Okay, boom. This was the right entry point. So the first common mistake is choosing the wrong entry, okay? Look, it's a common mistake. I didn't make this mistake because I didn't know what I was doing. It's just because sometimes you miss to check the previous time frames, the lower time frames, and understanding exactly or trying to understand what institutions are actually looking for in this specific place. Once that happens, the second mistake that a lot of people do, again, and I already mentioned this before, is choosing the wrong stop loss, okay? I could have just, like go over here and say, hey, that's my stop loss. So then it's a 3-to-2 risk reward, a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. That's fine. But if I actually choose the right take profit, I can have a higher risk reward ratio, which takes me to the next mistake, which is choosing the wrong take profit. If you actually go and see, okay, what is the next highest point? This one right here. So that means a 344 risk reward ratio. That's actually really nice. But I would actually go into this level and see, hey, maybe the price goes to this level now, But I'm not just gonna leave it running and go away. Remember, in the previous video I told you, you have to keep an eye on your trade so you can move the stop loss to a break-even position, or you can just go ahead and close partials. If you notice, the price went even down again to get the new orders. You see it touched, it went up. Probably a lot of people closed their positions right there. Not probably. If a lot of people close their buying positions here, then this happens. A drop starts. So a lot of people probably enter, or institutions probably enter their trades right here like, hey, you know what? At this level, take a look at this. You think the market just moves just because, but not really. The market moves because the institutions and the retail traders are actually placing and closing orders. Take a look. It literally closed at the next small resistance level. It literally closed right there. Why? Institutions and retail traders close their orders in this section. So that's the reason why you see that big drop, or not big, but small drop. Now, more people and institutions probably saw like, hey, I missed this entry. So I'm gonna place more pending orders right now and see what happens. And boom, guess what? More pending orders were actually placed right here, and from institutions or retail traders. And now I can go ahead and drag my take profit. If I would have put my take profit around this level, I probably would have closed partially right now at this point because I'm like 4 to 1. And then take a look at how high you got, okay? It's incredible. At the end of the day, you're looking to make as much profit as possible, but without risking the profit that you already have. So right here, you can see that was the highest point. In my honest opinion, I would have closed like around right here, but it's like 6.2 risk reward ratio, 6.21 risk reward ratio. So that means that if you were risking like around 1%, you would have made like 6% profit. Obviously, I'm not telling you to risk 1% of your balance, but you get the point. So once you actually are able to identify the entry, the right stop loss, and the right take profit, you're gonna master the strategy. So hopefully that makes sense. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, smash the like button and participate on the giveaway. Remember, all you need to do is try to find exactly what I did wrong in that entry, and you're gonna be able to win $100. If you win, of course, in the giveaway, $100 in cash, so that you can invest it whatever you want. But if you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you smash the like button. And in case you have any questions or comments to share, you can always use the comment section below, and my team will be happy to reply to you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.